at the club with voicemails on third race. Yeah, so I don't trust. Can't you agree with me for once? Maybe we can be on tonight. Maybe I can give you a chance. We've been on a drive.
I don't know. I'm about to write the entrance there. Like,
maybe we can be on tonight.
maybe we can come here tonight. Like, I was like, because we ain't found it yet. Somebody ain't found their chill yet. Let me see.
It's already wet. Have you had a brace? Very wet. Take you just know to my face. Modify your energy so your back and your skin. Max feel let it fly. Have you ever near a lot? Just to show you I don't care. Go wear it to that out. We don't share our whereabouts or the gossip, the hood. Just supreme confidence.
So welcome to the Neptune SoulTribe. I'm in RareForm. I'm like, I took my clear, my energy clearance, took it seriously. So I'm still in hermit mode. This is me in hermit mode. And I'm loving it. Like, as you can see, like I picked up that in the Instagram video. Like, that's how some people recharge, and you gotta be honest with yourself if that's how you recharge. If you recharge by going into hermit mode, I think that's a part of your life, because hermit mode is not a part, an everyday or every now and then part of everybody's life. Some people never want hermit mode. It's not that they can't handle it, or that they don't see the benefit in it. It's like they don't like it. They're not even but it's having company and stuff like that. And I've seen most healthy people that I know definitely like some hermit mode. I'm gonna be down okay. On the bottom of the deck, everything's fine as long as you're willing to work with what Spirit is giving you, which is exactly what you need, whether you know it yet or not. All right, so we're doing all signs. We're gonna start with Aries. Aries. Damn. Ooh, because yes, that's how we get the light. We take the shade off, and then we want. Look, I'm about to show you awesome. And then when you, and you feel me, this is the shade. You take off, and you want a little bit of light, and when you want no light, you
fish. Poke whack, give me quarters, be the wish. On deck, give me quarters, be the bitch. Whatever, sit on neck, get the order, give me kiss. And that Henny get a nigga embarrassed with the quickness. Any vision, nigga. Y'all ain't never been to a party before?
I don't know, but I couldn't let you get away. I couldn't say. I'm also if I do that, it's just I'm so happy. You know, everybody. Okay. You guys, dress up. Even like, don't save. This is like my birthday dress. Like, I've had this dress for years, but like, it's like one of my favorite dresses, so I save it for like my birthday or a date or something. But I feel like disagree with me if you want, but that like your favorite items and things that you like to wear, you feel nice in, are for you. So why not wear them when you want to feel nice about yourself? You know what I'm saying? Like, why does it have to be because you're around other people, or because, you know, even like that turns into, you know, just knowing how to be alone. I watched a video when I was like 10 on YouTube talking about that. Like, she said it was like a spoken word. She took herself out to eat, and it was like awkward for a little bit. I think it was like supposed to be after a breakup, but it was like a part of herself that she was healing because of it. She took herself out to eat, and she sat, and she had a cup of wine. She didn't drink because other people were drinking because she felt like having a nice cup of wine. You know, that's what it's supposed to be. That's how you actually stay within alignment with your purpose. That you don't do it because of anything else. Even when you give, you know, where you give from is important. It's like you give from your heart, or else you're gonna miss what you gave, and you're never gonna be giving anything, you know, like a giver, you know. And that in turn can have negative effects that you didn't, you know, even expect to get. So yeah, learn how to be alone, and or be happy with yourself no matter what. Because then that's how you keep circumstances from, messing with your happiness. Because then, that's unbreakable. And then you can go on to loving somebody else, having a union, and things like that. But yes. So Devil in reverse. I feel like no matter what, double card. But that's first. So that's the first card. Or is my deck upside down? My deck is like half up, half down. I'm dead. I'm not dead. I'm alive. Somebody told me to stop saying that. The Devil in reverse with this. So somebody is giving something up, but they don't want to. As in, if somebody, even if it's like somebody's forced to, somebody's forced to stop drinking or to stop. Or like somebody going on a diet and they make their whole family go on a diet with them, and their whole family's like, Mom, we don't want to be vegan. Like, we like fried chicken, and Mom's like, I need to go on this diet. Like, you can't make, you can't make other people. And then, so it seems like there's maybe some type of manipulation. Somebody did this and they're not really happy about it, possibly, but they're gonna try. They might break their own heart. I just seen the Three of Swords, but I seen it in reverse flashed, and that was their relief from this energy, the Nine of Wands energy. That was the relief. So hopefully they can, like in this card, look down and see that there are a lot of other better options to what they used to be, and that's actually why your loved one, or why you as a loved one, wanted this person to stop doing this in the first place. Whatever it was, could have been anything. It could even be sex addictions. It could be watching too much TV, playing too many video games. It could be anything. If somebody wanted somebody to stop doing something and they got what they wanted, but in a manipulative way, because they used their emotions against them, but they didn't think about what the other person wanted. So this person could have gave us something completely that could have actually been done in moderation, which is why I think the Justice card is coming up. Let's see. Clarify the Justice card, please, before I speak. Magician energy with the Two of Swords. That's too many cards, but yeah, they're gonna come up with something, but it might not. Still might be something else, so they might as well have kept what they started with and just did some moderation. Let's see if they got something worse or better. Also, I was saying, even though, because exactly now you can't. This was on the bottom of the deck. Now you can't trust them, or they can't trust you, because they know that at the end of the day they forced you to do what they did. I mean, what you did, so they can't trust that you're gonna stick to it. So that at the end of the day they got what they wanted, but not in a way that they can digest correctly. It was kind of almost one of those be careful what you wish for things, I guess. Possibly. That's the Three of Wands. It was in reverse. I see the Justice card. Okay, Spirit. Listen. The Star card on the bottom, that's the self-help card. That is the Being Who You Are card. The Aquarius card. And also, this could be a Libra. Wow. I'm going to restart Aries reading because this is crazy. Like, I don't even think that I meditated fully on them and this energy came out. So this could be for who's watching, Thank you for watching, by the way. You're so appreciated. But yeah, the Tower with the Queen of Cups in reverse. Somebody was just like, forget it. Did they relapse of some sort? Because it wasn't what they, right, like I said, that it could have gone like that, or might go like that if you don't listen, take heed to what I'm saying now. If you had somebody, or you quit something and don't worry, you didn't really want to quit it, or you understand that you should quit it, but you want to, but it's still something that you don't see as like a priority to stop, like you know what I'm saying, besides somebody else wanting you to stop, then you should really find a compromise. Like, remember the temperance card? Yeah, temperance card with, what card was that? I think it might have been the 10 of Cups, that you can get the 10 of Cups, right? Victory and focus, as long as you focus on, like in the beginning, focusing on yourself, on how it makes you feel, and not if it's a drug or something, not how it makes you feel, but how it makes you feel that that's something that you do. How do you feel about yourself because of your habit? Okay. And clarifiers first, please. No advice. Protection, please. You deserve love, unrequited love in reverse. And extend your lighthearted energy. And because there is enough comfort and love, and like, it might be worth it depending on what this is, to compromise. Like, if it's a video game that you really love, like, why would you stop completely playing video games? Why would you allow somebody to, make you stop playing video games or drinking every now and then? Because I see a lot of people, honestly, now I understand alcoholism can be like a disease, especially if it's like in your blood, you feel me? I'm saying, like, anything in moderation. It's like it comes to the point to where you start to do things in excess and for the wrong reasons. Versus some people like to have a little, just like some people like to smoke a blunt, or like some people like to have a drink. And it's like, it's really how you do things, not what you're doing. So yeah. After this, I'm going to go ahead and start Aries again. I don't know why I always start with Aries. Growing up, right? Not letting somebody else boss you around, but still figuring out like what you really should do for yourself. Like, don't not listen to somebody just because you're an adult now. Because there's always something to learn. If you think that I heard on a video today, it says if you think that you've learned everything, well, then we don't need you. Sexuality, introvert. Like I said in the reading earlier, somebody's introvert, that's how they recharge. Somebody's probably saying, yo, stop spending so much time by yourself. Oh my gosh, like, what are you doing? Like, oh my gosh, are you okay? You're like, I'm perfectly fine. Like, I'm an introvert. Trust me, I'm good. And they're like, are you dissociating? No, I'm not. Actually, I'm like really like having a good time right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then maybe like you went out and it was like terrible, and you was just like, bitch. It was just like self-love. Okay. So self-love and hitch. I mean, the flip card to come out, lighthearted energy. Yeah. But also, like, on top of growing up and like accepting, you feel me, advice without feeling pressured to have to take it all the time. Because you are an adult and you're sure that you got this, and you got your self-love in place, but along with, you feel me, balance. Because making sure that you have balance as an adult and structure as an adult is part also of loving yourself, because it's like your parents taught you also. Like, that's why lots of us have broken habits, because we learn how to love ourselves, or how to love lots of times by whoever our parent figure was, because all of us had what quote unquote parents. I was raised by my grandparents. Like, I had a granny and papa, and they didn't get to be granny and papa. I didn't have grandparents per se, because they were, mom and dad. Because so they had to switch the roles, because they're two totally different roles. Like, grandparents, like, it's more like stress free, because they're grandparents now. They can send us home. They couldn't send me home. I was at home. So yeah. get the right balance for you that makes you feel like healthy. Or if anything, like, talk to your doctor. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Like the star card, it doesn't have to be, that's like a counseling card. It doesn't have to be a friend or somebody. Look at my hair. But yeah, it doesn't have to be a friend, a family, or something if you're not comfortable going to somebody close, like be a counselor. Tell your doctor, all right, I want to start. I feel like I need to be evaluated, or I need therapy. Even some doctor's offices have therapists in there that they can make you like an even faster appointment than a psychiatrist therapist office somewhere else. That's like a private practice. And then like if the therapist there feels like you need more help, then they'll pass you on to a new therapist, a different like you feel me, private practice therapist that does longer treatment. Okay. Spirit, we open up to messages of love, peace, light, and wisdom. Please protect us as we absorb these energies to speak their stories. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So somebody might be juggling. We don't know what they're juggling. Is it friends or family? Like, you feel me? Like spouse, you feel me? Wife, kids. Is it business or work? Is it work and kids? King of Cups. Is it your emotions? King of Cups. I also saw the Death card. Could also be a Scorpio involved. Something told me that somebody might be balancing or juggling two people because they feel like that is what keeps them balanced, is the two people on either side. This is 10 Swords is in reverse, though. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. 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 It looks like whatever you or they are juggling, they're deciding that they should put it to rest, because that's gonna give them the Queen of Cups energy so that they can go towards what they want. But them just putting it to rest without putting it to rest is probably what's leading to this, to being the Knight of Wands versus the King of Wands, which I feel like most knights, knights can be more of an immature energy, and then like the king is the king, So like they kind of went from queen to, like they got their emotions kind of right, but because they're only kind of right, it's still going lopsided. This reminds me of my reading on Instagram again. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. But everything is fine, there's nowhere to go but up, but like they didn't realize that maybe, so they was scrambling, trying to hold on to things versus work with what they got, because they thought that they had, how do I want to say this? They were holding on to the wrong things, because those things were things that they didn't actually even have. And that's where the problem lies, is that they gave up everything they actually did have. One of these pentacles was what they really had, and they actually let go. They let go of the wrong pentacle. So they got to go back, because now they got no pentacles. Putting the Four of Pentacles on the verse. Soulmate in reverse, so the innocence growing up. Need to that accountability. Like, yeah, like they might even put something to rest, but they put it to rest because they did something wrong. And that's why they put it to rest. So not at the end of the day, there's still this other party over there that's like, bro, you didn't put anything. You put yourself to rest. I'm still up. I'm still very woke. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Libra. Justice in reverse could be a court situation. Right, like that's even worse. Like somebody like, yeah, everything's fine, everything's good, or you just block somebody, but you also like killed that person's son or something. You know what I'm saying? Like you think they're gonna put that to rest? Like you think you're gonna have to skip town? Like they're not gonna let that go. So that's why I guess this is on the rest. Somebody thinks that like, why is supposed to just let stuff go? I hope that's not you guys. Because if you're going to stay in your Queen of Cups or King of Cups energy, where you, trust me, like somebody's going to try to knock you off of it because they're off of it. And you're going to lose all of that King of Cups progress. Hopefully not, but you most likely will lose all of that King of Cups progress if they hit you with something that you wasn't prepared for when you could have just did the work and been responsible. Not a sword. Aries, right? You guys have lots of, look at all these nights. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I know you guys are like, you feel me, like I said, like very structured, like integrity. There's a lot of good things about Aries. But you guys still have to admit that you guys can be impulsive. Therefore, knocking over cups sometimes. You guys still have feelings. You guys can be stubborn. But look behind you. You guys have great character. And you guys are lovable as can be. High Priestess card. The King of Pentacles in reverse. Also, to be honest, like that you're too nice and that you should be kind of like directing your energy a little bit more. Aries. Listening to your intuition more, being more selective, not exclusive, selective. King of Pentacles. We're on to my deck for Aries. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Yeah, I think that's the, isn't that the, I forget that. We about to look it up. I get that mixed up every time. I'm a dyslexic poet. Raise awareness. It only happens with anxiety. I think it's because of other things. Give it time. Somebody was also possibly for somebody was juggling because they felt like they had to fit everything in instead of giving things time to unfold naturally. They were busy forcing stuff that was coming anyways. They could have just like chilled. The passive female prince of yin, yeah, that's the female of the universe, characterized as female and sustaining, associated with earth, dark and cold. Aries. Bond of appreciation. Give it time for it to become what it's supposed to be, right? Including a bond of appreciation, like a friendship or a romantic ship. And honestly, the best romantic ships start off as friendships. See the flash of denial and death. Somebody in denial about. I just see it again. What is somebody in denial about? That they want a shot. Self-love. That they want to travel. That they got self-love. that they need more self-love, that they want to come together with somebody. Also might be in denial that they're a karmic, that they're going through karma, or that they aren't going through karma. My goodness. One more card for the Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Children, flipped over. Divine. Dust to dawn. Divine was in reverse. The mental illness. That some things aren't divine, some things are literally we gotta check ourselves right now. So maybe somebody, I heard irrational, somebody might be irrational and or been making irrational decisions, and they would like to step back for a moment, and Spirit saying that is okay. Yes, indeed. It's more than okay. If it's necessary, do that. You gotta go retreat. Just make sure you come back. Big teddy bear. This situation is calling you to have faith. Aries. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together, calling in your soulmate. Aries. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This deck might be. Oh, God bless it. This deck is about to like shut off on me, basically. Healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Yeah, that's still a form of juggling. You haven't forgiven who you want to forgive, and you're trying to start like you see like Mamma Mia and like all these other movies, like when the girl's about to get married, the guy's about to get married, and like even like the girl's about to marry the guy, she wants him to go find his father and stuff, like, or like go find their long lost child, or there's like always somebody like right before their next step in life, then they start to look back. So it's like, why don't you just handle all of that instead? You feel me? That's also part of like, we honestly, it's not even cute. I don't think it ever was, but like we say it. I used to say it. I still say it sometimes. The people I really trust and love, you feel me? Talk about daddy issues and mommy issues. But honestly, I don't consider myself having those anymore. At one point in time, I consider myself having those. I just don't think, you feel me? I think that like, at this point in time, I don't have those issues anymore. If I ever have those issues, it's because I decided to. Once again, it's not cute. I feel like I decided to at this point in time because I've already forgiven. Everything's not perfect. Everything's not how I would have made it to be, but it's how it's supposed to be, it seems, because everything is in alignment. You know what I'm saying? Everything is happening how I believe it's supposed. I mean, how I think, you feel me? At least that God is okay, you feel me, with how things are going right now. So it's like okay to forgive. Deb, was that or okay to forgive, but you don't gotta forget. You're gonna let everybody back in your life. I just messed my candle up. I mean, it was technically already messed up. Okay. So yeah, whoever you gotta forgive, whoever you gotta go, release your information, like release some information, like, yo, I didn't like you forever. Yo, I don't like you. Please stop talking to me. I know we've been talking to each other for years, but like honestly, like every single day you ruin my day, and I want to stop talking to you. Yeah, it's Neptune retrograde. You might as well free yourself while you got a chance. While you're ahead, you might as well stop while you're ahead. For real. There's my grandfather, I think he told me the story of stopping while you're ahead. So the guy, I can't remember, he said, the dude cutting off part of his body. He came up to the dude, he cut off his arm. He was like, I ain't need that. He cut off his other arm, he cut off his leg, cut off his torso, everything until he was just a head. And the guy was about to say, man, That's all you got? And the dude was like, yo, you should really stop while you're ahead. Because that's all he had left. Like, actually, he wasn't ahead, but he was ahead. And I was like, oh, yeah, stop while you're, stop letting it cut you. Like, you're not here as a sacrifice. You was not brought here on this earth to be somebody's sacrifice. So, I'm about to do this while I'm talking. Because, like, this is really getting on my nerves. That's, like, already supposed to be. Yes, we flat iron with so yeah, we're not supposed to. It's like that's like it's like he did the opposite of self-preserving just because of his pride, and he didn't want to say yo mercy or like yo that hurts or like yo that's my arm, bro. Like at the end of the day, that's your arm, that's your leg, that's your torso. Why? That's your money, that's your bag, that's your house, that's your kids, that's your person. Yo, why is you letting people cut pieces, little pieces off? Anybody? And why would you even give up? Like I said, you're not here as a sacrifice. So like you giving up like a leg because they're like, well, if you don't give me your leg, I'm walking away. Let them walk away. Rejection is protection. Let that person walk away. Do not give up on your legs that you didn't want to give up because somebody told you if you don't give it to them, they're going to leave you. Well, goodbye, because I think that I need this more than you, and I don't think that that's ever love. Love don't hurt like that. They would go into that temperance energy, if anything, and see what they can do. They was like, well, listen, I hear that you need an ear. So if you just share your leg with me, I'll give you an ear. Or I'll share my ears with you, and then we can both have everything that we need. We can both work together. That's temperance, and that's working together. Or there was a Sagittarius in reverse. All right. So next is Taurus. Thank you, Spirit, for this moment in time as I'm dead. I was about to pray for Taurus, and I always am, but my mom was like, stubborn bull. I don't even know if that was spirit in my mind. I don't even deal with like no Tauruses like that. I do think that they're all the Tauruses I've come in contact with and been around. I think they're pretty cool. But at the end of the day, they are the bull. That's their sign. That's actually one thing that a lot of them aren't stubborn about is admitting like, yo, I'm stubborn. So they're just like it's like a warning. It's not like they're gonna stop being stubborn. The World card came in reverse, but it's a first energy in it. Taurus, and I'm just separate those back. Taurus, sun, moon, rising. Baby, I'm so proud to be a girl. Lovers in reverse, okay. You guys give up a Gemini, the Magicians, the Fool card in reverse, the Chariot card upright, the Wheel of Fortune. Giving up somebody, it looks like, led to a lot of energy you ain't know you had, possibly, boo. There's somebody been keeping you trapped. There's seeing the Strength card flash. It's Leo. And of course, you know, strength. Everything's fine. Or will be fine. Clarify lovers in reverse, please. Yeah, you ask for help getting out of something. Magician, please. It might have came from somewhere that you, the help that you might have asked for the help from one place, but you got it from somewhere else, and it's turning out to be an awesome choice. but you're having trouble really accepting it and embracing it fully, especially if it's a business opportunity, because of past problems in business. I just seen there's the moon card on the bottom, and past problems with deception, maybe even in the workplace. I mean, like somebody was messing with your check at the same type of job, or something like that. And so let's see that. But it's saying like it's okay to celebrate this new energy or new opportunity, and to embrace it again like it's new, because it is new. It is not it is not the same people. It's not the same person. I know even if you're getting deja vu, try to push through it. What's the worst thing that can happen is that's the worst thing that could happen. That you go through it again. I'm just sure that he's not him. Lord Jesus is not putting you through the same exact thing unless you didn't learn a lesson. And then, I mean, well, darn, go ahead and learn the lesson then, like this time. That's what's going on. Queen of Swords. Is that for the Chariot? The Wheel of Fortune, please. Clarify the Wheel of Fortune. Better judgments. Better judgments. Okay, 3 of Hearts. These are Swords. 3 of Hearts, I'm dead. Amen. Even if that lesson was that it's okay to change your perspective sometimes, or try new things, or to, let things flow. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. My card, King of Cups. Right. Like, just to stand your ground, Taurus. I know you guys are the bulls and everything. You guys have horns and stuff. But just to stand your ground, you don't got to be mean. And I think that's something that you're learning. You're learning how to stand your ground in a more effective way. Because I was watching, what was this movie called? Wow, I can't remember what this movie was called. But they had a message, and it was a really positive message about working together in unity so that everybody could eat. And first they thought that they should get the message to everybody through violence, because they already assumed that nobody was going to listen. So they already came like knocking people out, like, yo, don't touch the food, boom, and knocked them out. And so this wise man, he told me, he was like, well, first you should try to persuade him. And they were like, well, if he doesn't listen, then knock him over the head. It's 2-step verification process, Taurus. 2-step. Not 1-step or just knock out, ask question later. 2-step process, Taurus. 2-step. Even always saying no. Maybe that's like, let me see if they're going to say extending your lighthearted energy to others, because even though, like, I know, like, lots of, like I said, I like Tauruses. Like, they seem like they always seem. I know some, and they're actually really cool people. I actually admire all of them that I know. They know how to get their bag. They know how to be alone. They know how to like enjoy themselves. Like, they know how to enjoy the holiday bliss. Sometimes that's what they're being stubborn about, is like, I'm going to have a good time. But at the same, like, they can have whatever they want. And I see an unrequited love card. So like, it's like, yeah, but then how do you know if you force somebody to be in a relationship with you, how do you really know if they want to be with you? And that's just an example. But yeah, like, how do you know if you forced it? Retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. You guys have no problem with that. You guys probably might like that. Getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Like, that's what you should be stubborn about. It's just being yourself and being, you know what I'm saying? And making better choices for yourself. So yeah, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Get to know yourself, Taurus. Taurus, I'm dead. Taurus, lover. It's not be about a relationship. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. That's 2 cards. Hitch, depression in reverse, shy, bashful, mental illness, divine. Yes, divine, like divine timing. It's like, let your spirit guides in the world do their job. You, if you have Gemini in your chart, one of the other readers, she said, or is it one of our horoscopes? Something says as a Gemini, which is next, boom, walk. It's best if you live like nobody's watching. So honestly, we do our best to work. Not when somebody's watching, but when nobody's watching. All right, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Soulmate, joy, innocence. The Knight of Pentacles. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Jimmies, if you feel like you're not enough, I'm here to remind you that you is. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, in Venus. So whatever rejected you was protection, and it actually might have been God's protection because it wasn't enough for you. I feel like it's collaboration in reverse already after the covering in reverse. Which, I mean, did you really miss it? Whatever it is, do you really miss it? I'm going to tell you, like, frequency finally tell you, like, go smack yourself. No, I'm just kidding. It's okay. Things happen. But that's the 10 of Cups in reverse. You might have felt like this was your 10 of Cups, or your 10 of Cups is going to come from you realizing that whatever you lost was not even your happiness, because your happiness is inside you, Gems. You guys are the twins. You guys are also, like, I feel like we are already, when we're born into this world with a soulmate ourselves. It's okay to ask for help. It's okay to get counseling. Stop confiding in everybody, even if you know them. Like, some stuff is just like, you're in the future going to thank me for telling you not to tell everybody everything. Excuse me. Yeah, not to tell everybody everything. Like, just get a therapist. If you feel like you went through some traumatic stuff that you need to talk about, it's already best to get a therapist, because they're going to keep notes and they're going to really give you a plan to get over those things versus just continuously talking about them. Because when you talk to your loved ones about stuff, it's also like if they want to be able to relate real quick, you know what I'm saying? Like, not, you want that conversation to be able to flow more, to, do more for both of you guys. Because sometimes we tell our story to help other people. But in this case, I'm thinking that you should be telling your story to help yourself. So yeah, you can do it to other people, but like not everybody. Like, be the Hierophant, not the Hierophant in reverse, but the Hierophant upright, please. With who you choose. Yeah, I'm turning these over because there was the Hierophant and the Empress in reverse, and then the 2 of Cups. Turning them over because I feel like you guys can save yourselves if you get to this message. Of making yourself, because I feel like the Hierophant in reverse is like, either it's like an inner knowing of being smart, or it's also, I feel like, humiliation. Like if you didn't know you were the other woman and then now you found out, or something, how you found out. That's the 7 of Swords in reverse. somebody feels like they're achieving because they want to be alone. Okay, James. I feel like that sometimes. I'm a Gemini. They feel like even though they can do it all, they don't want to. With the Two of Pentacles and the Page of Swords, King of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, Nine of Wands. Because it'll be better if they don't. So the Star card, yeah, get that help. Get that help, James. You ain't gotta tell nobody if you're doing what's good for you and what's best for you. Cause you gotta, what good are you gonna be if you're like all jacked up anyways? If you wanted to help somebody. True love. This is the romance of a lifetime. Also, let's see if we can. Okay. So this is the romance of a lifetime. True love. Which is health, Jimmys. Give yourself some true love. We are the child of the zodiac. Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive in reverse. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Also, I think that when I get that love yourself first in reverse, I'm thinking like, that doesn't mean like isolate. I'm not getting isolate from your reading. That's why I said it's okay to talk to people, but be careful what you tell other people because there's professionals for that, for a reason, because they also have guidelines and ethics. Full on ethics with no holes that you got to worry about because it's on paper. You sign, they sign, by having a job. Past life relationship, you have known each other before and give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm like, I feel like a different sign does this, but anyways, like not everybody's gonna like doing what you like to do, but at least you can like doing what you like to do by yourself, and then you guys can find something that you both like to do, and then whatever they like to do, like by themselves or like to do, maybe you can join them sometimes, maybe you can join on yours sometimes. For the most part, at least you guys have something, for you both to do as well as for yourself, because I feel like everybody should have something of their own. Like in a perfect world, everybody would have something, would own something, would know the beauty and the power and just about, you feel me, owning something. Because sometimes like they said, like you wouldn't treat this if, you know what I'm saying, like when people treat other people's stuff down, you're like, well, what if it was yours? Would you treat it like that? Would you tear it up? There's a lot of little things that build principles and morals and ethics. But like the one way that you do things, not just what you was taught. A bond of appreciation. Gemini, Moon, Sun, Venus rising. I remember that show Beyonce did. I think it was a halftime show, and she was her dancers. Hologram. She's like, I am my team right now. Divine masculine. Somebody's dealing with a divine masculine, or this is for a divine masculine Gemini. Sun, Moon, rising in Venus. False. See false flash for the second time. Queen. Hitch. Anything that you feel like you're holding back on saying, expressing, and you feel like you're literally having to hold it back, stop. It's Neptune retrograde. Get it out. Let's go. If you need a little bit of time to figure it out, you might as well write a note while you at it about it so that you make sure that you don't forget, because you need to get it out. Anything else for my Jimmies? I just seen the self-building, self-harvest card. Queen of Cups, Two of Cups. Yeah, like I said, you could do a little here and there. Queen of Cups energy with the Two of Cups energy, have a little here and there, but not the Lovers yet. Lovers is at the end after you get in that Four of Pentacles energy. And not care what anybody has to say, because as Geminis, I believe that we are one of the signs that really need to not care what anybody has to say about us. Because at the end of the day, they don't even understand. So what are they judging for anyways? You're not a Gemini. You don't understand what we go through. Okay? And then you can lead to the Lovers, whatever that is that you want. Whatever you want with yourself, that you weren't sure how you was going to get it. You weren't even sure if you was going to get it because of how you felt about yourself or felt about how things were going. It's okay to take that break. Go ahead and love yourself and find a healthy balance. Go take the break for as long as you need to. I do this. Take it for as long as you need to, which usually only takes 3 days at the most. And then, for me, however long it takes, and then you come out when you're ready. Now you're making a plan with somebody. So you want to go do this? You might even weed out the weak ones, you feel me? Alright. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Cancer's Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Are you guys hungry? The Ace of Cups with the Three of, because my stomach just growled, but it didn't fully growl. This was a different kind of growl. It's just karma. Yeah, something hard for this read, please. Cancers, God is not giving you anything that you can't handle. I know it might be feeling crazy right now, but your season is here. You made it. Some of you guys might also have Leo in your chart. Now you have what you have to offer to get your 10 of Cups, to offer yourself, your peace of mind. I guess you first have to go through whatever this is. Breaking your own heart. Making the wrong choice. Of some sort, maybe. Because I feel like this is a breadcrumbing card, so maybe you decided to breadcrumb and you didn't have to. Even if you decided to breadcrumb yourself and you didn't have to, and now you're thinking if I would have took better care of here and would have took better care of whatever back then, I would still have it. It could be anything. Good health. Don't let it keep you up at night. Just know, right, that's something that you want to fix. Wake up every day, make some, right? Wake up every day. Wake up every day. You woke up every day. Wake up every day, make some progress towards what you got to do. Don't curl up and become the actual crybaby this time. I don't know what sign that is. I don't feel like any of my signs is big crybabies. So, you still can't. You still with the ish. To me, you still gangster. So, go ahead and treat life as such. Like it's dealing with a gangster. Your ancestors and your spirit guides will respect that. If you be grateful. Focus on what you don't got. Focus on what you do got. Be grateful. That's where you can start, Cancer. Cancer, Sun, Rising, Venus. Might be dealing with a Gemini. The card just flipped over. And this could be in a love situation. There's victory. There is victory, even if it don't feel like it right now. Water signs, period. If you're watching, it's just told me water signs. So it's about feelings. It's not always about feelings. It's specifically not always about your feelings. Because if you go at work, it's about the client, customer's feelings. If you at home and you got kids, it's first about your kids' feelings, or about how with your kids, not even their feelings, but what they need. And if you're by yourself, the minute you stop realizing that it's about just your best interest and not how you feel, but your best interest about your health, you get that new perspective of, I am the prize. But like, not too cocky though, you feel me? But like, I am the prize, like I am my prize. My prize is going to be being content no matter what happens. Dance music. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Eesh. Very soon, calling in your soulmate, your relationship a chance. I should have done this a long time ago. It's always like an operation. You don't need a bigger knife, cause we got guns. We got guns. Guns. Your feelings are really worth exploring, and even if you're not expressing them verbally, you can express them. Honestly, I prefer that. So I know that there's some other people out there, and possibly there's other Geminis who prefers that. I do. I like to be showed. So that anybody can say anything. I like to be showed. Because even when you say, I'd be like, like, continue. Right. But when are you going to start? I guess when people do that to me too, I think that's actually where I'm starting to really get it from. Because I'm not, like, I know things take time. I know things overnight. All that. There's some stuff's overnight. Not everything's overnight. These things aren't. That might be like a different side of me. It might be like my Pisces side or something. I don't know. There's patience that I have. The Sagittarius side. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings, and love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you right. So it's not like boom. You're not a failure. It's just time to try something new. It's like you didn't succeed in one thing because you were supposed to succeed elsewhere. Pay attention to the red flags because you're supposed to succeed elsewhere. And that's why the signs are cautioning you to go somewhere different or do something different or to try things a different way. You deserve love. You are lovable, Cancer. Try harder this flag. Right, if you really want something that bad, you should really be trying really hard because like you could probably have it. It's like a new child, like manifesting, going for what you truly desire. I feel like a desire is stronger than a want, and both are not even as important as needs. Because needs are the most important thing, but those are needs. Grow up. Yeah, don't make things that aren't actually needs. Doesn't mean that you're not gonna get them, but you should not make them needs. Like, that's not healthy if they're not supposed to be a need. Stay. My allergies is messing up because of the sister. Oh my god. Depression is in reverse. Light it up. In reverse. Not enough. Celibate. Karmic in reverse. Young adult. Savage. Twin flame in reverse. Take a shot. Kevin Gates. Break up. Too grown in reverse. Gay in reverse. Support. Childish. Nightmares. And grow up again. Self-love. Oh, I'm telling you, my collective is hard. Somebody had to learn something the hard way. That's for my Cancer, Sun, Rising, and Venus. Somebody had to like, look, as soon as I just put their cards away, look at this. They done messed up my makeup and stuff. Cancer. That was yo. Alright, Spirit. This is for my Leos. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I hope nobody's going through homelessness or just any financial problems. Like, one, your answer is not to get into a union. Was the first, focus on that. People should respect that if you're getting on your feet. And that's what you need to do. But yeah, just keep your head up, Leo, whatever you're going through. Because at the end of the day, you're not being a divine feminine or being a divine masculine, being divine or being enlightened or within the divine has nothing to do with wealth. Because if it did, then us enlightened chosen ones would be living much better lives than what we are living. Who was that? Who said that? Simply Tarot. That's a lovely said. Yes, indeed. In fact, our struggles is really what helps us what might have helped us get in touch. And Alex says, okay. Don't fight it so hard, go through it. Heard me? Don't fight it so hard, go through it. It's not gonna hurt you. It's not gonna be something you can't handle. You was made for this. This is just the next step. And when you come out, you'll probably be higher than you got than when you came in. Leo, Sun, Rising, Venus. Mine's dealing with addictions or some toxic situation of some sort. It's keeping them up at night. Cards for this week for the Leos. You just gotta decide. You are your closure, Leos. So, as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Trust. The situation is calling you to have faith. Just go through it. Don't fight it. The separation, time apart from your partners on the horizon. Just go through it. Don't fight it. This is for a reason. If it was time for you and your person to be all in each other's face and stuff, they'll probably be there. Even relationship or chance separation don't mean that it's not anything. Separation, even in a friendship, don't mean that it's not a friendship. Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. And even if it's separation, okay, there's 5 million billion other people out there. Even if it was a forever breakup, there's 5 million other children. You know what I'm saying? Make the effort. Great love is worth waiting for and taking steps you're guided to take. You feel like you should say something to somebody. You feel like you should do something for somebody. You feel like you should do action. You feel words. You feel like you should do words, but actions, whatever. That's why it's telling you to do like what you think. This part came out first, and I was like, oh snap! But the New Judgment part came out. Okay, so somebody's dealing with their feminine, or they are feminine. I'm thinking this is a feminine. Listen up, sexuality. Status. I keep seeing these readings too, and now it's coming out in my reading that somebody possibly married somebody, or not married, just married, dated somebody, whatever. Like, this was in a movie too. Like, the guy, he dates women, or he marries women, but he's been gay. Now he never ever wants to tell his family, so he just gets a straight girl and pretends to love her, but be on the DL elsewhere, has a whole boyfriend. It's immature, let it happen as well. Let it happen. Allow yourself to listen. Also allow yourself to speak. And let things happen. Like, you don't have to make this judgment right away. It's like, you already know what you know. You know what I'm saying? You already know what you know. It's kind of like, what's the rush? Do it on your time. That's sometimes when you make you do like too much. When you're rushing. I listen, say yes, no. It's like, yeah, like when you make a decision, you don't have, just because somebody's rushing because they want you to make a decision right away, don't mean that you got to make a decision right away. Like, Stargirl, for heaven's sake. Leo. Soulmate. Stay. And City Boys. Alright. I'm really making my allergies go crazy. Alright, that was Leo. Is next Virgo? Did somebody leave work to be a full-time Ace of Wands? Let's find Ace of Wands in the first place. They chose their King of Cups energy and the Empress energy over something else. Alright, Virgo's coming, guys. I'm doing this. Woo. Virgo, Sun, Rising, and Venus. Virgo, Sun, Rising, and Venus. It's the Focus card. Oh, the Focus card. And the Victory card after the burnout. So yeah, Virgo, because I know you guys are perfect. You guys really perfect to me. Besides me, I'm a Virgo rising. I consider myself. That's because I'm a Virgo rising. I'm like always in my head criticizing myself. It's like so, but then also like when the Taurus and me come, and I think also the Gemini and the two twins, like they're siblings, so they really always be messing with each other like that. They do have sibling fights, but you were like, I literally can't take on all of this. Like, I need somebody's help. I need somebody to please take these blindfolds off of me. I need somebody to please take this from around me. I need some help. You couldn't help but to ask for help or to get help because you burned out in some way. And so you got that help as soon. Maybe you didn't even ask if like people seen, and they couldn't let it go. So now you're forced to take help. Before I say anything, this is Gemini card. It's also the Lovers. Oh, okay, children. Burnout with kids, maybe postpartum, just had a kid. It's a Lovers, Let your friends help you. Yeah, your friend, like, you got a friend that you trust, and she's like, let babysit your daughter. Let her babysit that girl. Your daughter might have a good time. They probably do each other's nails and stuff. Like, take that break, man. Be careful who you give your kids to, but, like, if you have a trusted friend, like, and, you know what I'm saying? Even if you just go over there with them. Don't let, like, anxieties or your overthinking stop you from having and really enjoying the blessings that life is giving you. Life is giving you blessings that you keep. I don't know if it ever stops, but you keep ignoring them or you keep pushing them away. I don't know. Like, they might stop. Just pay attention to the red flags because you know who and who you shouldn't be around. Yes, somebody is your soulmate and attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying the moment fully. Like, even like, yeah, we'll come over. We'll see. Maybe if she wants to stay, she can. Or maybe if I want to stay, I will. Things like that. Because so-and-so already has the kids and she were fine if you were going out on a date and you left your child with best friend or something. Like, introvert. Then you could just call her and be like, will you please? I'll pay you extra. Or if you're not paying, things like that. Like, just let your friends help you. Okay? Let your friends help you. Because you were protected. And if you put a protection over your children, they are protected. They are already protected. They are God's children. Because there's still hope for you to get everything that you want. That's what you're looking for. So we gotta put something to rest with a masculine, or we gotta put a masculine ways to rest. Maybe somebody's like trying to sweep you off your feet and you're not letting them. Because like you just won't let you be swept off your feet. Yeah, time has come to clear your energy, release your ex. Or you clear out, I say also you clear out masculine energy because there's not enough love, or you feel like there isn't enough love. If you've already tried to like express this, but your feelings are really worth exploring. So first do that. But like when somebody ignores how you say you feel, it's kind of like, okay. But there is a situation that doesn't involve marriage, so there's probably a good person. That's why probably how I put the cards how they are is probably because one of them is a good person, one of them is the false person. So good luck figuring out which one that is. Because I feel like there's just like a bunch of false persons running around. Like with the terrorists, like we're going off of energies. So they like even with like the new love card, other people are like, oh, she better not have no new love. I'm the love. And then I'm like, it could be also a new energy, which is not like it's not all over the place. Also, with some people like Jackal and Mr. Hyde, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to go wipe my nose and go do all this other stuff and handle my allergies because it's really getting on my nerves. Yeah, Jekyll, Mr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. You feel me? Like those are two energies, but it's in the same person, twins. Well, this is for Virgos. So, all right. Let's just recap. Let people help you, including if you need help putting that energy out with whoever. Like, you can ask for help with that. Like, there's somebody who understands, who can help you. All right, Virgos. All right, so thank you guys for watching. I will be back to finish the signs. I want my energy to be like, and like I'm going kind of through my own little thing. So I'm gonna clear my energy out so I can give you guys the best readings. The first one is gonna be, I think, Libra, Virgo, Libra. Yeah. All right. So Libra, and then Scorpio, then Sagittarius, then Capricorn, Aquarius, then Pisces. All right. Love, peace, and light. Have a good night.